When things get confusing, just take the time to keep it simple. The sun shining, the air you breathe. It's really that simple. And just let go. Let go of everything. Let go of all the thoughts, the ideas. If you find yourself kind of running fast forward or energized, you don't need to do that. And I don't look for the energy, whether, if I'm doing something, if I have it, fine. If I don't, fine. I don't look towards that. I just can completely focus on the isness life is. And again, like the sun shining, what is the sun doing? You see, as we become all awareness, then we've completed ourselves for a real life. So in the meantime, we're going through the process. So all these little funny things in creation, remember, they're just created things. That's all they are. And to give them, a value more so than what they really are, really doesn't exist. It really doesn't, only in our minds. So yes, we do things in creation while we're here. That's why we're here. And I see that too while I'm here. And I go through whatever it is, and I want to do the projects, and and that's just going to be more suffering for me, which is fine. Fine, I accept it. I accept whatever it is because it's all part of the focus too, and it's part of what I want to do while I'm here because I don't have the attitude that I want to leave. So I'm fine with being here as long as I'm here. And that's with the real awareness. So I give all those ideas up that I've accumulated because they don't mean anything, and just be and see what shows up next. And so this is what we're learning. So in the meantime, we go through funny things, but remember, they don't really exist. Just your awareness does, like the air you're breathing. It's a good reference, the air and the sun shining. It's a good reference because again, you don't see the air, but it supports you and it has no attitudes. You see? And it's fine all the time. Yeah, there's pollution in the air, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what supports you and the sun shining, and there's no interference. So that's us too. And so while we're here, we do something. And in the real awareness, that's a reality all its own to be recognized. That's the difference. And this is the part that you cannot give to somebody else. You cannot explain that. They have to go through the process and really decide to see that and be that. That's huge. That's huge to do that. And so we're given the opportunity and each person decides, you see? And so again, this is why many people come and go, because that's just a whole lot. It's funny, Ava was showing Ariana Saylor, or whatever her name is. She used to be in my class, my ed class, for years in Huntington Beach, and then she was on the Skypes with us for a while. Now she's saying things as an example on the, on Facebook. Ava showed me. I don't pay attention to this nonsense. And it's like, oh, Duane's evil. His books are about this and all evil things and whatever. It's like, really? It's like, certain people, I see that this reality, they have this opportunity, but it really affects them in a particular way to where they kind of get screwed up in their own minds. It really affects them in a particular way. Sorrow was a sweetheart. I remember when Ava introduced her to the Skypes, and she was a sweetheart. She's like the most beautiful voice I'd ever heard, and what a sweetheart. And she was a seer and all this stuff. And as time went on, and she was looking for someone, and so Dimitri was there. He's another fellow from another country, and they met, and then it all changed. Now what I'm doing and what we're doing, she thinks it's evil and etc. And it's like, wow, what has really happened to these people? So You know, most people don't get it, what a focus is. And even in Eckankar, it wasn't about that. Paul's basic premise, because it was just starting off, he was the babysitter, was to, you know, get people out of their body to see that they were more than a human person. That's all, because most of the world is one-dimensional. They're just focused on the world, and especially the business world, to survive here, and that's it. So he tried to get them to be multi-dimensional, and then he brought in the soul travel aspects, etc. And that's basically the focus of what he had started: the soul travel, the past lives, you know, the dreams, etc. Yeah, fine. And we use that avenue, but ours is to the real side. There's the other side. There's many dimensions, but ours is to the real side with the real guides, and they see what's going on. So, again, as you go through this process, keep it simple. Simple for yourself. Very, very simple. And stop doing funny things, because this is where it starts to, you know, you start affecting others and they start to do funny things too. Pretty soon it all turns funny. Then I'll just go create a new group, is what I'll do. I'll just leave that group behind and I won't invite those people, because that's not the idea. And Jeremy, your dog is a very good example. Just that little doggy, how he messed up things with you, and that's all it takes. That's a very good example. That's why you were to see that. And just these little things really starts to mess up the focus. And it really does. And I've seen it so many times. But the personal mind, the personal people think, oh, it's no big thing, it's this or that. But you're not really seeing what's going on in the overall effect, or eventually it all just falls apart. And then it's got to be put back together again, just like when I was with Claudia and Sandy for 2 years with Neil and Inky, and bringing the Armada and the aliens here and getting an agreement, etc. Well, once they quit, it all fell apart. Had to start over again, you know. And so, very, very real. The focus is precious. And not to be a perfectionist, that's not the idea. Just make sense of things and be considerate to others. Just be real and be considerate to others and keep that focus. And so this is why there's only certain people invited to this group. It's all about that. It's very, very important about the focus. And this has been shown to almost everybody here. And that is it. This is for the world. This is for you to become more aware. And so Duane here just, you know, tries to manage this, and sometimes is looked upon as the bad guy telling people what to do. But really, I'm just trying to keep the focus here. Well, sometimes people start to be funny and do funny things, then, you know, got to start again. And the world is waiting. People are suffering while we're fooling around. So we need to keep that focus. Very, very important. And the focus is simple. Very simple, like the sun shining and the air you breathe in. And then just do what you do in your physical life. Yeah, thank you.